So if you want to find us on social media, folks, you can find us on all the awesome social media, Facebook, Twitter.
We are not on Twitter.
We're not on Twitter. Yep. So let me start over.
She says very demandingly,
we are not on Twitter. God damn it.
Fuck Twitter.
Okay. All right, let me start again. Hey, everybody. This is Mary.
And this is Julie.
And you are listening to the High Priestess Hype Club.
That one's good. That one helps me.
One.
Yeah, that one is a good one. I watched Wednesday in
how is that?
2 or 3 days. Just binged it out. You know, I was ready to hate it, to be honest. I was like, I don't know that I'm going to like this. It was great.
Oh,
it was delightful.
Awesome.
I really enjoyed it. I thought that now I can't remember her name but she was great. Jenna, whatever. She's great. Yeah. I thought all the performances were good. I like Smallville, and it's done by the guys who did Smallville.
That's
so
nice.
It had that feel to it. But I liked all the characters. I thought everybody was good. The story was kind of fun. The mystery played fair, which is important to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also I wanted all of Christina Ricci's clothes and style.
Is it kind of gothy?
It is. And it's a little bit I don't know if you watch the Gilmore Girls. This is a hot take, but it's a little bit like Wednesday Goes to Chilton. So when Rory goes to boarding school ish, even though she didn't board there, but whatever, guys, this isn't a Gilmore Girls podcast or a pop culture podcast, but that's how I think of it. I also listen to Gilmore Girls podcasts, and they're pretty good. But
that's great.
But Wednesday, it's Wednesday is Rory going to Chilton, and it's really good. Also, if you watch it, I feel like I am more of the Enid to the Wednesday.
I will have to check it out. I will have to tell you what I think.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But it was better than I expected. Literally went in being I'm going to hate this.
Wow.
Just expecting to not like it because the previews I saw weren't great.
See, that tells you a lot. You gotta edit those previews really well.
But our friends liked it, and I was just I should watch this. And then I did. I was I watched it all.
It's good.
So
it's good.
But
is this
anyway.
the friends with the dog? The dog that you go to the dog park and watch them play?
No, I was thinking, I think Steven posted about it. And I had a couple other friends. Steven, you should listen to our podcast. We're talking about you on it. I don't know if we told you we have a podcast yet, Steven.
Well, we're going to tell you.
At this point.
He's going to be like, what are you two doing?
And I'm 98% sure that he posted about it. But I had a few friends who were oh, it's so good. It's so great. And I was okay, I trust these people. And they were right.
And they were right.
So it was good.
That's very cool.
Watch some episodes on Wednesday. Watch some. It's too much TV for me right now. It's a lot of Wednesday, a lot of White Lotus rewatch.
Oh.
A lot of. This is a pop culture podcast today. Hey, Hype Club. It's okay to watch shows sometimes. Take care of yourself, but don't use it to hide from the world completely.
Yes. Moderation and balance.
Moderation is key.
Yeah.
Telling myself that as well.
Well, yeah. My algorithms on YouTube are court cases, drag queens, subliminal music, fashion, all kinds of school of life, here's all the things you gotta overcome kind of stuff. Yeah, I have an interesting mix on my YouTube.
I love it.
Yeah, well, I think part of the court thing was because I was watching that court case so closely. Just I like to watch it. And can I tell you, meanwhile, I was like, well, maybe I'll watch another one because serial killing. Why not?
Yeah.
And I watched another one that was happening in Texas, a trial that was happening, and it wasn't as interesting. I was like, oh, the defendant's just being quiet. This is they're
kind of normal. Even though they've done a horrible thing.
They've done some terrible things. I was like, well, maybe it's not that interesting. So yeah.
No, it's true though. I did that too, but with a different case for a while. So
I don't know how I got sucked into it, but man, every day I was like, when are they on? Can I watch it again? What's going on? Yeah.
Dude, I was watching mine live. Okay, law and crime streaming. Let's go. And I'm working, but also listening to it and being oh shit. And, but but nobody's around, but I'm saying it out loud. And I'm my one friend who's also watching this, Corey. I'm oh my God, did you see this? And we're both why are we doing this?
Right.
But also it's interesting. So Yeah.
It is a little, well, I always like to figure out, or I try to figure out, and I have no training in this whatsoever, folks. So this is more of my own, you know, I love to try to understand why people do what they do.
Yeah.
Like, why did you go out and do that? Like, what in your mind said, that's a good thing to do. I think I'm going to go do that.
Right.
And then you kind of learn the stories and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of it goes back to childhood stuff and all that, but it's just interesting to try to see what's happening. Like, what makes people's minds go, yeah, I think killing someone's a great idea. Like, or not a great idea, but I have to.
Right. No, I get it completely. And if I do that, like I said, with that like behavioral panel, like that's what that's completely about, reading body language and like, but so my algorithm is like that, like dance videos, like all those studios in LA, like ladies who clean their house because it soothes me. Oh, it's so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm saying this, like where people could hear it. People like cooking their food, but not in a like, now you do this and this, like this is just me at home and I'm doing this. And I think because it's quiet.
Yeah.
And I think that part of my coping has been like, if I put on headphones, because I'm always home, we're always here.
Yeah.
It can be kind of quiet for a minute.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, sometimes it makes me clean my house a little better. Right. So that helps.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a weird, it's like behavior, ASMR kind of soundscapes, not like snapping and stuff, but like fire crackling over like like you can type it and it's like cottage witch house kitchen during fall, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's what I want to listen to. That's the sounds I want to fill my head.
Yeah. And then it's like, all right, here's some lo-fi stuff if you want to listen
to that. Dude, I
love
love all that. Like, give me lo-fi hip-hop beats with them.
Yes. It's really good. It's
like
really good.
All day.
Yeah. That's on my algorithm. And then also animals, talking about soothing. I watch animals, like if they have a camera someplace, I love to watch the animals.
That's awesome.
I'm like, this is so San Francisco Zoo, and they're so cute.
See, that's awesome. I think it's trying to find something that makes us think, right? Like something that relates to like a skill, right? Like the criminal stuff or whatever. It's kind of like a skill building thing. There's something that's like what's quieting to your brain. Like, people like different things for that. Yeah. And what's something that's like maybe a little aspirational, I think. And how does that all come together, but in a way that's not too pressury.
Those
I think that's what's
happening. Yeah.
I think that's what's happening. Universe, let me understand what I've been doing with my YouTube algorithm.
See, there's a spiritual reason for everything.
Apparently there is. Thank you.
Including YouTube algorithm.
Including your YouTube algorithm, depending on what it is.
Yeah, really.
I don't know how my kids' YouTube algorithm of like kids being bonkers and like, whatever.
So
I don't know how
game
that's
stuff?
doing all these things. Well, my kids play games and they both also want to like, my oldest has wanted to do YouTube for like years, but we're also very much like YouTube is a hobby that if it goes well can turn into a but you're not basing your whole life on, I'm going to get famous on YouTube, So, but
realistic.
But they want to do like a game channel because they love games. And they're also like we've gotten them here, nerd alert, into like some like D&D kind of stuff. So they watch that, but it turns into like storytelling for them and like story structure. And we're trying to relate it that way. So it's been neat to see them both kind of get into that.
Super cool.
Sometimes your youngest makes a character named Mario, who is a tiny magician who mainly kneecaps people and suplexes them like John Cena. So
that's great. Oh, I have to send this to you. Did you on Facebook see the bridal shower that the dad was in charge of? Not bridal, baby shower. It was like a baby reveal, gender reveal thing.
No.
Yeah.
So amazing.
What he did was he created a WWE match in his backyard. One of the guys was wearing pink and one of the guys was wearing blue, and they wrestled it out, and whoever won, that was the gender.
That's the oh my God.
It was his start, they're suplexing each other.
That's
and
hilarious.
Each other, and and then they're like, we're gonna find out who she's
pregnant. Like this, and okay. That's amazing though.
It's better than like, oh, we popped a balloon. It's like suplex.
Like boosh.
Yeah. All right. It's a girl.
Gender is a construct, but I'm gonna give you this elbow.
Right. It is. Yes. I agree. But still, no, it's true.
But like,
it's
I thought that would
true.
be funny if some dude in like a luchador mask yelled that in your backyard when you're pregnant. Right? Like, and you're in like a cute outfit, thought you're going to a party, and there's your cousin jumping off a turnbuckle. Turning into a whole thing.
It turned into a thing.
That's great though. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah. Like for real.
Yeah, it was like baby shower, like planned by dad, and it was a wrestling match. I was like, talk about creative. That's like, she hilarious. Must really love him too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for real. Or she was like, this is great. I'm glad you filmed this. We're doing this again.
Yeah. Love you.
I love you. Now we're gonna have another one. Is that my controlling type A nature coming out? Maybe.
It could be.
Maybe she was like, woo, that's awesome.
Yeah, she could have been.
Maybe she was an A. Everything has an A priority in your Franklin Covey.
Right.
Franklin Covey planner.
Yeah.
Girl like I am.
Right. Yeah, that might have been an A for him, but not for her.
Right.
Because she's like, I'm pregnant. Look, whatever. I'm done. But
like, at least I didn't have to do this.
Yeah.
Dad wanted this more than I did. I'm just trying to have this kid.
Yeah. Like, you do, honey, you do whatever suplexing weird stuff you want to do. I don't care. Like, I'm pregnant. I don't care. Do it. But yeah, no. So there's some very creative people out there, which I love.
It's amazing.
Use your creativity for good, y'all. That's what I say.
You guys should tell us what your YouTube algorithm tells you about yourself.
Oh yeah. We'd love to hear. I mean,
are you the only ones?
We all got weird stuff on our algorithm. I mean, not weird stuff, but just stuff that we're like, well, I like it. I don't know if everybody else does.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of apparently other people do because there are videos of almost everything. So
you know what? That's the thing. Like, people like, I don't know how to do that. And I'll go on YouTube, because YouTube has pretty much everything.
It really does. I took apart and reassembled my dryer with YouTube.
Ooh.
And fixed my dryer. And I was like, well, it's broken anyway. It's either going to get fixed or somebody's just going to haul it away like they were going to in the first place. But yeah, it was step by step. You can find whatever on there. I don't know how to. That's how I started learning how to make candles. I've learned a lot. YouTube can be pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not all just memes, which I still like too.
I love
memes. Still a thing? Is that just because I'm old?
No, I still think memes are great, but I'm old too, though. So there we go. So I learned off YouTube how to crochet.
Yes.
And then I also learned how to change my back stop light on my car.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I went to.
They'll charge you money for that.
Oh yeah, like, when you hit the thing and it starts going rapid fast, you're like,
yes.
So I went to AutoZone. Then I was like, how am I going to do this? And I pulled up YouTube. So I'm in the back of my car with YouTube on. I'm like,
no, that's great though. This is worth hyping up.
Yeah, so
because you figured out how to do it yourself.
Yeah, that was a little unnerving. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it to a place. I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to pay. Like you said, I'm going to have to pay. I go, and this is a light.
Lots of labor. Yeah.
So I was like, let me give it a whirl.
I'm into it. I love it.
Good. But yeah, YouTube's
the jam. YouTube sponsor us.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Right. YouTube and all your
This joke's going to get old really fast. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I have to say, it's I don't think it'll ever get old. I don't. AutoZone, sponsor us. No,
right.
But yeah, we're here. We'll take sponsors. No, but I do like it for that. Like, I feel like I can learn a lot. And sometimes I feel like I can go down like a really bad rabbit hole, but
And like everything, you've got to well, we're older, so I feel like we do this anyway, but like, it's in case there's one young person listening to this somewhere. But like, using common sense and deductive reasoning, like, this seems sketch.
Yeah.
This seems bad. Yeah. Maybe I don't totally take that,
Yeah. Well,
there's good stuff too. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at High Priestess Hype Club, and subscribe to us on whatever platform you're currently listening to us on now, because we're back every Thursday to hype you up. Email us at highpriestesshypeclub@gmail.com and tell us what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.